Council, PUC Services announced they are partnering with Withfluence, a global energy storage technology and services company, to bring innovative energy management solutions to their largest customers. The partnership should result in both cost savings on these customers' monthly energy bills and a reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. Withfluence will work with the PUC to help better manage energy delivery during peak demand, while also contributing to Canada's strict new federal carbon reduction mandates. Withfluence will provide their energy storage technology and accompanying engineering, procurement, and construction services for a variety of energy management solutions. Together, the companies will focus on helping business customers to shift their energy consumption away from periods of high demand to those times when energy use is lower. This shift will reduce the need for additional peak period generation powered by fossil fuels, enabling companies to utilize more energy generated by zero carbon and lower cost sources such as nuclear and renewables like wind and solar. The growth of Canada's soon-to-be legal recreational pot industry is starting to create a small buzz among job hunters. The job website Indeed has released new numbers that show cannabis-related searches, while still small, were more than 4 times higher last month compared to the year before. The data says weed-related searches increased to 26 out of every 10,000 searches, up from 6 before. Employers have also been looking for more help within the expanding cannabis industry, from retail bud tenders to production assistants to quality assurance. New help wanted ads in the sector were up 3-fold last month compared to a year ago, and now make up 25 out of every 10,000 new jobs on the website. The economic possibilities and job-producing prospects of the cannabis industry have been rising in the lead-up to October 17th, the date Canadians will be legally allowed to purchase and consume recreational marijuana. The growth potential is sure to attract workers on its own, but some could be lured by the opportunity to make a living in an industry emerging after decades of prohibition. Crime Stoppers and the Sault Ste. Marie Police Service are asking for the public's assistance in identifying a suspect in a theft and mischief. On July 15th at around 3 p.m., an unknown male attended Comfort Laundry located at the Wellington Square Mall. The suspect pried open several coin-operated washing machines and dryers, causing over $22,000 in damage. The suspect proceeded to take the change out of the machines and left the area a short time later. If you have any information on the suspect, please contact either Crime Stoppers or the Sault Police. According to industry representatives, the federal government will announce the start of consultations today on how best to address concerns that cheaper foreign steel is entering the Canadian market. Jesse Goldman, a lawyer representing the Canadian Coalition for Construction Steel, says the federal consultation period on safeguards will last for 15 days, and he expects the government to study the information for a few weeks before making a decision. In June, U.S. Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross said American tariffs on steel and aluminum against Canada and other allies were designed to force them into action to address the world's overproduction and overcapacity of steel. Canadian Foreign Affairs Minister Chrystia Freeland has insisted that Canada introduce stronger safeguards on steel well before the U.S. imposed the tariffs, but Ottawa has also acknowledged it has more work to do. The federal government has said it would consult with industry so even more can be done to address the diversion and dumping of steel into the Canadian market. Goldman said industry and union stakeholders are not unanimous on the issue, and he expects the debate on how or if the federal government should proceed with safeguards. Provincial Health Minister Christine Elliott says overdose prevention sites in Thunder Bay, St. Catharines, and Toronto will be frozen as the province conducts a review of harm reduction practices and determines if the sites have merit. Overdose prevention sites are approved by the province and are temporary facilities set up to address an immediate need in a community. Safe injection sites are more permanent locations approved by the federal government after a more extensive application process. Toronto's Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Eileen Davila, issued a statement today saying scientific literature and studies have concluded that both overdose prevention and safe injection sites save lives. An overdose prevention site in London, Ontario recently had its funding and approval temporarily extended by the Tory government after it was in danger of closing in mid-August.